Hey guys, welcome back to Life with Travae and Fortune. Here today, I am recording this video for something special. This is a request. I saw somebody, one of our YouTube family, requesting for a video for my USCIS Greencard process. And not just that, we got a lot of emails from different people concerning this video. And as I always do it, to make sure that everything is well taken care of, to make sure everything is well explained. And I'm gonna do two videos in this process for my green card. This is different from the previous video I made earlier and the one I made with my wife concerning my process for my K1 visa. Now there is two things involved. One is getting the visa to come into United States of America. Another thing, once you come into United States of America, to get your green card and your work permit. And it is very much for everyone to really understand it, to flow it up appropriately, in the aspect of some people will just come into United States of America with their K1 visa and they believe that they can just start working immediately. No, it's not been done. I have seen a lot of people that do that, and their case has been something different. It's not something you need to worth putting yourself into. So I'm making this video to make sure to help a lot of people. And the truth is that I and my wife, we have been doing everything possible to make sure we respond to emails. I have given you guys our email. We don't collect any money from nobody. Make sure you are careful. Never send money to nobody. We don't ask for money to nobody to help you or to reply for your email or to tell you what you need to be done for your process. Once you send an email, we'll respond to you and give you the details if you need more explanation or if you have a question. So in this video, mostly I'll be talking about the summary, like the total summary of my green card, the process, everything that's needed to be done for your green card process. Green card is different from K1 visa. K1 visa, as I said earlier, is the one you use. They will give you from the country where you are from before you come to United States of America. That is the entrance, what you use to come into United States of America. But once you come into United States of America, there's what they call green card. Green card is what gives you the ability for you to be able to work. That is what they call permanent residence. Permanent resident is same as green card. This is what will enable you to work or for you to do anything permanently and legally in the United States of America. Okay, and in this green card process, which is called adjustment of status. Okay, when you come in with your K1 visa or with any kind of visa and you needed to adjust your status for you to get your permanent residence, you have to file what they call adjustment of status. Adjustment of status is what enables you to move from that your visa, whether K1 visa, K2 visa, any kind of visa, to move to a permanent residence. A permanent residence is where you will be able to do everything legally in the United States of America. Don't come in here in the States and you start working just with your visa. You are putting yourself in jeopardy. You are putting yourself in problem. When you start filing and they find out you are working while you don't have your permanent residence, that will delay your green card. They might even deny your green card. And when they do that, the only thing that can save you is hiring a lawyer. And it's 50-50. When you hire a lawyer to help you to appeal for your rejection of your green card, one, you're gonna spend a lot of money paying for a lawyer. Two, it might not work out after paying those money to those lawyers. So to help yourself, please, when you come in here, don't just start working. Make sure that you get your permanent residence, which is called green card. All right. So in that green card process, the most important form to adjust your status from your visa to your green card is called Form I-485. Form I-485. This Form I-485 is the main form that will enable you to be able to adjust your status from what they call visa status to permanent resident. Okay? Please try to get it right so that you'll not make a mistake. And in that process, for real, is sometimes it's overwhelming. Like when me and my wife, we filed for my adjustment of status of getting my green card, which is permanent residence, we saw a lot of challenges on it. There's a process that, yes, is somehow smooth, but you have to be very careful. Make sure you give them exactly all they needed, every document, every paper they needed for that adjustment of status. Make sure you add everything complete, and make sure you are giving the complete money for that adjustment of status. Do you know that they returned our documents back to us just because the money was over? We paid more than what we're supposed to pay. Instead of them sending us the extra money we paid for it, because you're not just gonna give them money. You have to make sure when you're doing that, you do what they call money order. Money order is something that is like a check. Somebody that have not come to that's not in America might not really know. Money order, you can get it in many places here in America, whether in Kroger, in a post office or whatever. But make sure that when you're filing this, you don't just put in cash on it. Make sure that you put what they call money order. Money order is where you go and give the post office or Kroger cash, and they give you a check in the same amount needed for this adjustment of status. And when you're doing this, don't overpay and don't pay less. Make sure you know exactly the amount you are paying. If it's more than $1, they will send the document back to you. Did you hear that? That is super. I don't know what I'm gonna say on that, because it was so funny that when we filed, that was the first time we send in our documents. They send it back because we overpaid for the process, for the paper, for the form, for the adjustment of status. Then when we discover that, we get the right money again, we send it in, they send it back just because of one thing. So when you want to do this, anything concerning USCIS, as I told you guys earlier, it's something that you have to take out your time. It's not something to rush. When you rush on it, they will rush you out. When you rush on it, they will rush you totally out in terms of you not gonna really, get a good result. Either they send the document back to you or they reject your forms. So for you to not be in this kind of stress, make sure you take your time, research. Sometimes the truth is that sometimes every information that is used in this current 2022, yes, now this is 2022, and maybe next year you want to file, it might be totally different. They always add different kind of forms. In the second video I'm gonna do with my wife, we're gonna really structure out, or we'll give you guys every forms, every step of documents, everything we added to make sure we get a successful and approved adjustment of status. See, this is how it's been worked. When you send everything complete to them, it takes them exactly 30 days to respond to you, whether to send your documents back or to say, yes, your document have been accepted. We have seen your document. So in my green card, which is called adjustment of status, it took me 3 good times. I sent in my document. The first time, they refund and send me back every document. Second time, they send me every document just because of 1 or 2 things. The first one was because of the money was over. We overpaid. The second one was because of I think because we did not add affidavit of support or something like that. Then the last one, which is the third time, was when they accept the documents and they send us a mail in our mailbox telling us that they have seen our documents and they are working on it. So make sure in this process, take your time, research and know exactly what is needed. But the one good thing we are here for you guys is to make sure that we help as much as people that we can be able to help. This is very easy, and this thing that's easy is also the same thing that a lot of lawyers here in America takes a lot of money from people to fight for them, to help them get this adjustment of status, which is green card, permanent residence. So if you know you cannot do it by yourself, giving a lawyer $3,000, $5,000, some lawyer even collect $7,000 just to file your permanent residence. You see that? For me, we don't have no lawyer. Even right from my K1 visa, I told you guys everything was done by me, my wife, and our family. We did not give any lawyer, any agent, any money, any single money just because of process of K1 visa or green card. It's very easy. You can do it by yourself. No matter who you are, I know you can do it. It's just for you to really get information. It's just for you to not rush on it. It's just for you to take your time. It's worth taking your time. When you put your time on it, it's going to work out. So when you know, the most important thing to do here is what? Make sure that you fill up your I-485 form. It's a form that is well needed for this adjustment of status, which is your permanent resident green card. Some people call it green card, some people call it permanent resident, but mostly it's permanent resident. Then the process is called adjustment of status. So whenever you hear about adjustment of status, it's for permanent resident. They call it adjustment of status because you are changing your status from your visa to a permanent resident, which is green card. You get it? And now that is where they give you 2 years. They first of all give you 2 years for your green card, which is a permanent resident. Then after your 2 years, 6 months prior to your expiration of that 2 years, you have to file again for them to give you, what they call, 10 years permanent residence. 10 years is the one that is, you can use to, get your citizenship. Without your 10 years, you cannot be able to get your citizenship. You can't just get your 2 years permanent resident and start applying for citizenship. No, it's not been done. This is a process, a stage by stage. Coming in with your visa, adjusting your status, getting 2 years, again, applying for permanent residence, which is 10 years. Then after that 10 years, you're not going to stay up to 10 years. You just, after 1 year or after 2 years or 3 years, depending on your choice, then you apply for your citizenship. It's very smooth, very easy. So in this particular video, I am here by myself, making sure that I summarize everything needed for this adjustment of status, which is a permanent residence. This is a total summary. But when the second video will drop, I and my wife will sit down together with every document we file, with every forms we file, with everything we did to make sure that our hours work successfully. And we're gonna do more research if there's any new forms that they added, because every year, the year we filed for my permanent residence was different from when my senior brother that is here before me, there's a lot of documents that was on mine that is not on his. So every year, every time, maybe 2-3 years, I don't know how they do it, they change some certain things. So whenever you are watching this video, whether you're watching in this 2022 or you're watching next year, next 2 years, or whatever when year you're watching this video, make sure please that you are current of what is needed. Now the most important form is I-485. So when this happens, make sure that you add all supporting documents. Every other document needed for this I-485 is a supporting document to make sure that you show them the reality of your relationship or how you and your and your petitioner is living. So the most thing they want to see here to be able to approve your permanent residence is, first of all, when you come in with a K1 visa, as much as I came in with a K1 visa, make sure that when you are filing this, you are already married. Yes, you must be married before thinking of doing your permanent residence if you come in with a K1 or K2 visa. K1, K2 is like all this process of, fiancés 90 days visa. That 90 days, which I explained already in our video. If you have not watched our K1 visa process, please go there. The video is really popping everywhere. The video is really doing excellent. I'm so happy that the video is helpful. It came from the bottom of our heart to make sure to help. We are here to help. I remember the reason and the inspiration of me and my wife doing this is mostly we saw what we passed through on the process. So we want to be there for a lot of people that's going to come in the same process. If you are doing different kind of thing, I don't know about it. We tell you the one we know. We are explaining the videos we dropped previously is mostly for the K1 visa process. We have 2 videos on that. And after that one, this one is when you come into United States of America. This one is called permanent residence. You get the process? Good. I'm pretty sure you understand it. So when you are now filing for your permanent residence, which is your green card, you and your partner, which is your petitioner, before you were the beneficiary, I was the beneficiary. My wife is the petitioner. The one in the United States of America is the petitioner, and you that's outside the country of the United States of America is the beneficiary. It's quite easy. So when you come in, you the beneficiary, you both come in, you that came in with a K1 visa must get married to your what? Petitioner. So you must get married within 90 days. After that 90 days, when you get married, then that's when you have the the permission to file what they call permanent resident adjustment of status. Now, in your adjustment of status, there are different kind of things involved. When the most important thing, make sure you fill up your from I-485. When you fill it up appropriately, make sure that there's no place you leave blank. Anywhere that there's no needed of information to be put in on this form, make sure you put not available. Not available is any/A. So don't leave anywhere blank. It's in instruction. If you read the instructions of that form, you don't need to leave any single place blank. So in this, make sure that you that came from outside United States of America, those pictures is very important. Many people don't know this. We knew it just at the ending part of it all. Those pictures you snap in your country, you and your petitioner, the time your petitioner visited you in your country, like I'm from Nigeria, Africa. When my wife visited me more than 2 times in Nigeria, we went to the village, we snapped pictures with my parents, even with my grandmother, and many people in my village. Those pictures are very helpful, even when you come in filing for your permanent residence. Don't throw those pictures away. Don't leave it back home where you come from. Make sure you come in to United States of America, because you're gonna need it when you're gonna do your adjustment of status. So when you gather these documents, make sure that everything that will show them that both of you are in a good relationship, both of you are living good, both of you are happily living together, make sure you get everything that you know that will support this document. Another thing that is needed, necessary, important is the list. Wherever your petitioner is living, when 2 of you is married, now both of you supposed to live together. When 2 of you are living together, make sure that your petitioner added your name in the list of the rent. in the list of the rent, the aspect of when she or he is trying to rent a house or rent an apartment, make sure that they added your name on the list. Again, another thing that is very helpful again is what they call bank statement. When both of you are together using the same bank, it shows it's a total evidence that both of you are living together and both of you are managing your finances together. Even if you are not using the bank, but make sure that your petitioner, your partner, now both of you are married, added you in his or her bank. My wife added me in the bank that she was using. Immediately that we got married, she added me in her bank, and that was what is helpful. So, and now when you are printing your bank statement, adding it in this adjustment of status is another evidence showing that both of you are managing your money together. You have your ATM, your wife have her ATM, and both of you use money as you want in the bank. And again, what is another thing that's very useful, very needed, is make sure that if your wife have a what they call insurance, tell him or her to add you in their insurance. It's very helpful. That's another evidence. Print out the insurance and put both of your names together and submit it the same time you're submitting these documents. Another thing that is very needed is if your partner have a car, make sure that he or she added you in their insurance for the car. When you move into a country, especially in America like this, you got to drive. So for you to be able to drive, he or she have to add you in his or her insurance, in the car insurance. Is very helpful too. That's another evidence. I'm giving you guys what is needed, the supporting documents. So, but we're gonna really give a total detail in everything we did, in every document, in everything we submitted. We're gonna really give you guys in total detail of everything. So, but in this one, I just want to do summary to make sure that I respond to people asking for this video. We see your emails, we see your comments. You guys are amazing. Thank you guys for even the subscribing to our channel. My wife keep on showing me different times, like every day we have different subscribers left and right. You guys are amazing. You don't need to do, but you did it. It's an inspiration to us. It makes us to do more. Even as much as we don't have the time, we make sure we bring out the time to make sure that we give you guys what is needed to support everybody. We are all family. We are here to support. We are here to really, help a lot of people. If you are in this process, you come in with K1 visa. The video is already back there for you. Go to our channel. You're gonna see the part 1 and part 2 of our USCIS K1 visa. And again, there's another video I did for my interview, how my interview went for my embassy. So this is another video again for what? For green card adjustment of status when you come into United States of America. So make sure that you prepare yourself. Another thing is submitting the right document. Another thing, getting prepared with your partner, going there to do the interview. Remember, this permanent resident, you have to do interview. They will call you for an interview. When you submit your documents, all the documents were needed. Another process is after 2-3 months, they will tell you to come and do thumbprint. A biometric is a thumbprint where you and your partner, you go and do thumbprint. Then after the thumbprint, they will call both of you again for interview. So our interview was so beautiful, like extremely beautiful. It didn't even waste too much time, but you have to prepare for it. If you don't prepare for it, these people, they're gonna mess you up. USCIS, they don't care. They are ready to mess people up. Super ready. So in this video, please understand that it's gonna be something like a summary, and in the second video, me and my wife is gonna really do the total detail of every document, everything we did every supporting document we added on ours to make sure ours was successful. So remember, ours was returned 3 times. Yes, it's the third one that they accepted it. So don't make yourself delay that extra time, because for them to return your document, it's going to take them 1 month. They wait exactly 30 days before they will send your document back. If your document is not right, if the money you put is not complete or is over, they will return your document after 1 month. They can't just see it after 1 week and get it back to you. They will wait and delay exactly 30 days, my brother, my sister. They do that. So don't waste that extra 30 days giving them those benefits to wait and delay you. So now, coming back to what I was saying, after all these documents, after everything, supporting document, after everything, forms you fill, affidavit of support, everything needed for you to fill for this adjustment of status. Now, another thing that is needed is you getting prepared to do what? The interview. On our interview, the woman that interviewed us, the USCIS woman that interviewed us, told us the people that just left before us that she denied them what? The green card. Reason because they did not bring enough documents. And they can deny you because you did not respond to them, you did not respond to their question appropriately. So ours did not waste time because the woman saw my wife and said, wow, thank God that my wife came with the pregnant. They know that when we are filing, at the process of our filing, my wife is already pregnant. So we even put a supporting document. One of the supporting documents we put was the maternity, those doctors' reports saying that my wife is pregnant for our first child. We added it. That's the part of evidence. Anything evident they need, you can provide to them, give it to them. It can never be too much, it can never be small. So as much as possible, you can remember more evidence, anything that can show that there's a good chemistry, a good combination, a good relationship, a good lifestyle, a good family atmosphere of you and your partner. Put it in there. That is what they need. So on the interview, they did not even ask us much questions. Just see my wife heavily pregnant, because then my wife is almost like 6 to 7 months pregnant, almost 9 months pregnant. Immediately she saw my wife pregnant, she said, awesome. That was just total evidence that needed to be done. She did not even ask me any question. She did not even check all those documents we jam-packed. Even without my wife being pregnant, we have a lot of evidence they need. Everything they needed, we added in India. But for them to see my wife pregnant was the final case. Everything was done. They say, congratulations, sign in here, sign in there. Then I start signing in different places, and that is it. It's very easy, smooth. But it becomes easy and smooth when you really prepare yourself, when you give them what they need. At the first, second months of this process of permanent residence was so, it was absolutely overwhelming to me and my wife, because they keep on returning our documents. You're not happy seeing that. It's stressful. It's more wasting of time. So anything that will make you to waste time, anything that make you to give them the benefit of doubt of returning your document, please run away from it. It doesn't worth it. It's a waste of time. Get ready, prepare yourself, put things together, make sure you get a lot of evidence. They need evidence. The more evidence, the faster, the better for you. Even for your K1 visa, the more evidence, the better for you. So in all these things, USCIS need more evidence. The more evidence you give to them, the smooth everything becomes. So here in this video is just a summary. I don't want to talk too much about it, but the truth is, this is a little summary to give you every deep detail of everything we did to make sure that ours went successfully. Now, this is like a year and 4-5 months that I have been working, and I have my permanent residence, and everything has been so beautiful. So how to get to this level is to make sure that you put things right. How to get to this level is to make sure when you come in here, please don't work with your visa. You can get those kind of job where they can be paying you, they don't care about your whether you have a green card or you have your work permit. My brother, my sister, don't just put yourself in that kind of problem. Many people have gotten rejected, been frustrated, living in America without their permanent residence, without even any paper, just because of that little mess. Just a little mess. Why can't you have that patience? They say in our people, there is a proverb that says that the patient dog eat the fattest bone. Just be patient enough. The world is yours. The life is yours. The whole world is yours. Just be patient. Take it amicably. Be humble. Take the process. The process is so overwhelming most times, but just keep on pushing. Keep on pushing to give them what they want. And finally, when you get your permanent resident, you'll be happy. You wouldn't have any business with them. The only business you have with them is to submit it for them to renew for your 10 years or for you to get your citizenship. So after your citizenship, you don't have any problem with USCIS anymore. So the best is be happy, do this process, and just put your time on it. Don't rush. There's no need for you to rush. When you rush, you make a lot of mistakes. So take your time and enjoy it. It's beautiful. Enjoy it. So here today in this video, thank you guys for everything, for all the support. Thank you guys for really, inspiring us, seeing those subscription. You guys subscribing to our channel gives us more energy. Like, it gives us more energy to do more. Even on our busy schedules, we make sure that we give you guys back to back what is needed to support. We are here to support anyone that is in this process. Sending your messages, sending your emails, we will help. As much as we can help. We will keep our emails back in the description for you guys to really get the right email. And definitely once we see your email, we will respond to you, to your questions, and we'll make sure that each and every one of you get success in this process. So thank you so much. Please comment, subscribe, like, share our videos everywhere you want to share it. But the most important thing, subscribe. Subscribe. It's free. Just subscribe. Thank you so much. Thank you. And we are here to really make sure that we do the second video and make sure that everything is complete in this process. Thank you so much. Enjoy your day. Bye.